joining us today on Playing the Field. I'm Maria Serrao. As you can see, we are here high atop Dodger Stadium as the boys in blue make another run for that World Series. Now, the Anaheim Angels, their season is over, but there is news coming out of the Angels camp, and I'm going to bring that to you. And as far as football goes, let's just say that the Chargers and the Rams have had an interesting start to the season. We're going to talk about all that and more coming up next. Don't go away.
Most people don't know the rules when riding an e-bike.
We want to let everyone know the rules when it comes to riding your e-bike. Never ride your e-bikes on the sidewalk. Your bike can go up to 20 miles per hour, so it's always recommended that you ride on the streets.
Always stop at stop signs and stoplights. Remember, you have to follow the same rules as cars and motorcycles.
Also, riding on the trails is never allowed. There are too many people and animals you can run into.
And remember to always wear a helmet.
It can save your life.
When you are riding e-bikes here on the hill, you should know the rules and follow them.
Remember, never have your cell phone out.
Distracted riding can lead to accidents. E-bikes are fun, so
Ride safely, RPV.
Ride safely, RPV. This public service announcement is brought to you by the Lomita Sheriff Station and RPV TV.
Well, this has been a very eventful month for the Los Angeles Dodgers and for Clayton Kershaw, who threw his 3,000th strikeout and announced his retirement. So as one player moves on, we have more coming up. And my next guest might just be one of them. Let's catch up with Emmett Sheehan. So we are catching up today with Emmett Sheehan. Emmett, the last time we talked to you, you were rehabbing. Now you are back out on the mound. I want you to tell the audience, tell the viewers and the fans what you went through last year getting back to the mound.
Yeah, it was a lot of rehab stuff, a lot of, learning how to throw again a little bit, lifting, trying to get stronger and protect, my arm and the rest of my body so that something like that doesn't happen again. But yeah, it was, if I was alone in Arizona, it probably would have been terrible, but we had a pretty good group out there, so it was fun to go to the field every day and get your work in, so it wasn't too bad.
What is the toughest part for you about that whole process?
The toughest part is definitely not being able to contribute, and not being just, in the clubhouse around the guys, especially last year. It was such a special team, and, what they accomplished was amazing. So to not be a part of that was pretty tough, but, hopefully I can do my part to be a part of that this year.
You talked about the fact that, there were still guys out there in Arizona. Who did you sort of bond with and get closer to?
Well, I lived with a few different guys. I lived with Kyle Hurt for a while and Nick Frosso, and then Gavin Stone for a while too. But we had a bunch of guys at the field. Tony was at the field. D-May was at the field. So those were, guys that they were a little further along in the process than me. So I had, like a good example to look up to for the rest of my rehab. So that was nice. And then, yeah, everyone else, honestly. Michael Grove showed up a little later. Brusar Gratterall too. But River was there. It was great to have him. So, yeah, obviously you don't want those guys being there, but it's nicer to have them there.
Did you ever work with Sue at all, the physical therapist? Tell me about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I started last summer working with her, just doing some needling stuff, and then still work with her now a lot. If anything's, sore or tight, she's with the needles is crazy, so she gets right to the point.
She's amazing. I remember when she first came here, she was the first female trainer to ever work in Major League Baseball.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I know she does football and baseball and really all kinds of sports. What do you think that you learned the most from a mental standpoint? You're a pretty happy guy, but how did you sort of keep your mental aptitude?
I think it's just finding different things to compete in. I feel like I'm a pretty competitive person, so not being able to compete on the field, whether that be lifting, trying to just get stronger every week and compete against yourself in a lot of ways, or if you're doing conditioning, seeing how long you can go without giving up, that type of thing kind of I think helped a lot for me.
And then when you got back on the mound, what was that like the first few times?
It was awesome, especially being able to pitch here for my first one back in the big leagues was really cool, and then even in the minor leagues, just being a part of the team is great, and you forget how much you miss it sometimes when you're not around them for a long time. But just being back, in the swing of things in baseball life in the season, it's nice.
Your command has seemed to have gotten a lot better. Is that something that you can work on, or is it something over time kind of matures for you?
I think it's a few different things. like body control, being in control of your body and being able to repeat your mechanics is super important for something like that. Also, our rehab throwing coordinator in Arizona, Robbie Erlin, he had great command when he pitched, and he talked to me a lot about that type of stuff and really emphasized it in our bullpens, our throwing program. Like we would keep track of, did I hit my spot? Did I not hit my spot on every throw? So I think just holding yourself accountable in those little ways is pretty helpful.
Also, you guys as a group, I mean, there's been some ups and downs this season, but you all you stay together as a team. You have lots of conversations, or?
With the team? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, really close to a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys that I didn't get a chance to play with when I first was here. So like Ben and Robo and Jack are all guys that I kind of came up with. So it's awesome to have them, and the older guys are great too. So yeah, it's pretty close. It's a fun team.
Well, it's so great to have you back out here on the mound. We're so glad that you're back here at Dodger Stadium. So thank you for spending some time with us, and we'll catch up with you again down the road.
No problem. Thank you very much.
And I have big news to share with all of you. Some of you have already seen my PSA series I produced with Easter Seals, Southern California. And today we're going to preview one with Charger kicker Cameron Dicker.
We all have differences. Some you can see and some you can't.
There are over 60 million people that have an injury or disability.
That's 1 in 4 of us. And if it happened to you, would you want people to treat you differently?
Let's accept and encourage each other. It's time you are included too.
We all need each other. Be a positive influence and surround yourself with people who support you.
We are better and stronger when we all work together.
After all, the field's big enough for all of us.
So take your spot on the field because it's game on.
Easter Seals leads the way in disability services. For more information on how you can show your support, go to our website. We want to change the way you see disability.
And you'll see more from the Game On series in my next episode of Playing the Field and on social media. Look for it. All right, we're going to go back to Anaheim now with some big news. You probably already heard that the Angels announced that manager Ron Washington would not be returning next season. Washington had some health issues, and we wish him nothing but the best. I learned so much from you, Wash, during spring training and through the season, so come back and visit us very soon. So here's the big question, and the rumors are swirling. Who will be the next manager of the Angels? Well, it might be somebody you recognize. And as this becomes a little bit more real, I'll bring you all the details, so stay tuned. All right, when we come back, it's all about football. You're watching Playing the Field.
When you're driving and you need to use your phone, pull over, RPV. When drivers are distracted, driving can be dangerous.
In 1 second, your whole life can change. Make the choice that will save your life and the life of someone else.
If you need to make a call or send a text, pull over to a safe spot. You'll be glad you did.
This public service announcement is brought to you by the Alameda Sheriff Station and RPV TV.
And moving on to talk about the Rams wide receiver room is one of the best in the NFL, with players like Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, and my next guest, second-year player Jordan Whittington. I sat down with Jordan, who talked about what it's like to learn from these pros and another one in his very own family. We are here today with Jordan Whittington. This is your second year here with the Los Angeles Rams. I want to kind of go back a little bit, though. You grew up in a town, Cuero, Texas. Yeah. Okay, and in Texas, as we know, football it's religion.
Yeah, right? It is. It's definitely, like you said, it's a religion out there. It's huge. I'm from a smaller town, but even if you were to come to some of those high school football games, the crowd and the environment is actually crazy.
How old were you when you first started playing football?
Probably like 8. Wow, so 7, yeah, somewhere in there. So it was early.
If you could describe to somebody what those games are like to go to a high school football game in Texas, how would you describe it?
Just like in some of the movies, like Friday Night Lights. So just like that, it's super big. The week leading up to it, the pep rallies, that's a real thing. Just the whole week leading up into a game, and if it's a rivalry game, it's even crazier. But yeah, just the crowd noise and all the little events and stuff that lead up to a game, and they're legit, and it's super fun.
It's a big thing, that's for sure. Then you go to college.
Hook 'em Horns,
Yes, ma'am.
right? Tell me about that experience, because that's another level of football in Texas.
Well, I mean, just playing high school football in Texas, you look up to, the Longhorns. That's one of your favorite organizations in colleges. And just being able to make that decision where I can go play football at a D1 school, especially one as prestige as University of Texas, that was a really cool thing for me. And just having my family be able to travel to games. And then talking about the environment for that type of game is a whole different level. But I definitely made the right decision going to that school, and that's something that's going to be very important in my life for a long time.
It always amazes me because everybody has a different path, and to be in an environment like Texas offers, and then to be able to go to a school like that, it's like your whole life is that football in your soul.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, I had an uncle that played in the NFL, so I had somebody that actually did what I wanted to do, so I knew it could be accomplished. It's just very slim coming from a small town, but we all had big dreams, and God blessed me with the ability to carry on past high school and past college, which I'm forever grateful for. So I don't take it for granted, but definitely playing high school football in Texas, going to the University of Texas, and then playing for an organization like the Los Angeles Rams. I won 3 times, so that's cool.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Your uncle. He was actually in the Super Bowl when he played for the Raiders.
Yeah, he used to flex that ring all the time. Yeah,
yeah,
he did.
What kind of advice did he give you?
Yeah, a lot, man. One was just staying humble, keep God first, how important family is, and then also just how important hard work is. He worked really hard. Like I said, he was the first one to make it out of the town, so I got to really just follow the blueprint that he established, and it's cool to carry on the Whittington name.
So 2 years, your second year here, what has it been like being, first of all, in California?
It's been cool. My mom is from California.
She is, okay.
Yeah, so I've visited when I was a kid and stuff like that, but it's way different as far as the traffic. I'm not a fan of.
Nobody's a fan of that.
People live a little faster than back home, and it's definitely new. I wouldn't say it was a culture shock, but I'm starting to mesh into being a city boy, so it's kind of cool.
I like talking to guys in their second year, because your first year, I think you're trying to sort of fill out your way. Yeah. Second year, what does that feel like? Because now you're solidified here, and you're getting more to do now.
Yeah, I think in your first year, things move fast. You're just more trying to just do stuff right and not mess up. But now when you do get established, things move slower, and it's more time to focus on the details inside of something instead of just what am I doing. So just being more detailed, being more intentional with everything I do, that's definitely been some things that I had coming into year 2 compared to year 1. But other than that, just getting closer with the guys, because you got longer time with them. So
there is no doubt this is an exciting wide receiver room. What is it like to be in Coach Yarb's environment?
It's amazing. He's one of a kind, man. He's a great person. And just if you ask anybody, whether it's players that played a while back or players that play now, it's just how consistent the answers will be. He's just authentically himself. He's a great person. He truly cares. And then the room itself, we're all people that are super genuine people. We recruit the right kind of people, and everyone truly has every other person's best interest at heart. And I got to learn from Cooper Kupp. Now I'm learning from Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, so that's a pretty cool thing for me.
It's kind of amazing when you think of it.
It really is, yeah. It's a blessing for sure.
What do you think you learn the most from those guys? Is it just the way they go about their business, or is that just one part of it?
I think it's kind of amazing what you could learn by just watching somebody great. There's sometimes where you don't even have to talk to somebody. You can just watch how they act, how they carry themselves, and what they do. And if you can kind of follow those footsteps, you'll give yourself a really good chance. But also just when you're talking to people and they're telling you what goes through their mind when they see certain things and all the details that I was talking about, you're able to implement those things into your game, and it makes it move way slower.
What is it like to walk out on that field at SoFi Stadium?
That's the that's probably the most beautiful. My girlfriend was saying the other day, it's probably the most beautiful stadium there is. So it's really, really nice. And then on top of that, you think you have like nostalgia feelings about just how it was growing up in a small town in Texas and always dreaming of being in the NFL and those moments and watching videos and just constantly thinking of what that feeling would be. And then now you're living it. It's truly amazing, to be honest. It's something that you really can't describe and you can't take it for granted either. But yeah, man, I'm just hoping that a lot of people that were in my situation can see that I'm doing it and see that that goal is obtainable.
All that hard work is paying off. I know your coaches really enjoy watching you, as do we. So thank you so much for sharing part of your story with us, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan Whittington.
And the Los Angeles Dodgers are no strangers to being in the playoffs. And of course, playoff celebrations. What can I say? I know you love it. And it is an experience. So let's check it out.
Everybody's best stuff. It was, our guys versus theirs, and yeah, we were all kind of just waiting to see what was going to happen, but that's the best baseball there is, and I think it's a lot more enjoyable because of it.
Does it feel like for you that every series is tougher?
For sure. I think it all comes with the territory of, who we're playing, how we match up, and they're a great team. They obviously showed that this year, so it was a lot of fun.
How hard these guys work, and what it means to them to get to this again.
It is just incredible. They worked so hard. I'm so proud of them.
You worked so hard to get in there.
No, we just support them. That's all it is. They do all the work.
How has it changed for you over the last 15 years?
Oh my gosh, it's surreal to be back here in this situation.
so much fun, especially with Will.
I mean, he needs it.
He does need it. He does. We gotta pick him up. We gotta pick him up.
Why are you so dry?
Oh my God.
You're way too dry.
Okay.
Why are you too dry? Yes, you're gonna get wet. We won this game. Let's go.
You gotta get wet. It's the way it goes.
Coming out top.
It was kind of amazing to see that we did for the first
Yeah, again, we had pressure on. Bases loaded, 2 outs. That game came down to Will's going to mess up first. And that's a tough way to go out. I feel for the guy. But that's what pressure does to him. That's what we've been prepared for all year. Handle that pressure and not deal with it.
What do you have it right now?
Yeah, I'm having so much fun, and I'm just glad to be with my teammates in a moment like this.
What does it feel like when you're out there and you know you need one more run?
그래서 한 점만 더 내면 승리를 할 수 있는 상황인데 그런 걸 깨달았을 때 느낌이 어떠셨나요? 그 한 점을 무조건 낼 수 있게끔 하고 싶었고 일단 절대 실수하면 안 된다는 생각에 그냥 머릿속에 계속 이미지 트레이닝을 했었어요. Yeah, I knew that we just needed to score 1 run, so the whole time in my head I was training in my head, and then I knew that I didn't want to make any mistakes.
Congratulations. We'll see you next week. Connor, what's it like to watch your guys up there battling? You know they need 1 run. What is that like for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think our team, this whole series is just fun. People have gone in different roles, and everyone just trying to get together and win, and it's been incredible.
Can you feel the energy from the crowd at the end?
Yeah, for sure. They did a great job getting up what they needed to do, and it was awesome.
How much fun are you having?
A lot. We win the game today.
Yes.
That's the most important thing for us, and we advance.
Yes. You battled the whole game, and you got the hit. Did you know it was the hit when you got it?
I mean, the last 2 days I prepared for 1 and 1, and that happened today. That's the motivation that we have. It's not easy because everybody wants it, and we face a really tough team. And I know whoever is going to be in the next round is going to be wanting the same thing. And then in the American League, they won the World Series, so we gotta some work to do.
A pitcher's duel, winning the next innings. What does it say about the resilience of this group?
I think we faced the best of Philadelphia all 4 games. They didn't give us a break. They gave us the best on the pitching side every single time, and we're prepared for the next round because of these guys are really good.
Is what really did it. It was incredible. But it ended with the greatest single performance I've ever seen in my life from Shohei today. 11 strikeouts, 3 homers. One of them left the stadium. I mean, that's the farthest ball. I've played a lot of games here. That's the farthest ball I've ever seen hit at Dodger Stadium. It was amazing.
Enjoy this one tonight.
Oh, we will. Don't worry. For the first 3. And then it took 1 man for the last one. So I think that's what's beautiful about it. You know, we all can win it. We all can contribute to wins.
Everybody talks about back-to-back championships. You know how hard that is. How in the world did you guys manage it?
I mean, we haven't won yet, so we got 4 more wins to go. But just getting back, it's really hard to do. But you know, there's so much love and chemistry in this clubhouse. It's something that I think is very attainable. Job almost finished, for sure.
People dream about back-to-back World Series. What is it like 4 games away from me?
moment because this doesn't happen that often, and for us to be here in this room celebrating with our teammates, I think it's an special moment.
What was it like to watch Shohei tonight?
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It's always been fun to watch to be with beside him. But I think tonight he just like put himself in another category of like the best performance ever in the playoffs, and hopefully this give us motivation to win 4 more games and win the World Series.
What do we do this every week now?
I think so. I like this. I like this. I like how it's going. This is awesome. This is so much fun.
What was your mindset tonight?
One pitch at a time, just getting that point, facing one batter, just making sure, I went to my strengths and just executed. Getting the double play was huge. I got great defense behind me, so yeah, that was an incredible game.
What was it like to watch Shohei tonight for you guys?
So, I didn't know he had 10 strikeouts. Obviously, his second home run, there was people in the stands saying that it went out of the stadium. Because once we saw it, we didn't know where it landed. The third one, I was in the dugout, so that was awesome. This is awesome.
Maybe you should take batting practice.
No, that's not for me. That's not for me.
And that will do it for today's show. Thank you so much for being with us. And remember, you can watch Playing the Field 24/7 at playingthefieldtv.com. I'm Maria Serrao, and I will see you next time. And they were cruising.